Meteorologist Crispy Donkey is in with our Broncos game day forecast. I'll be honest with you, Chris, I don't want to judge anybody's lifestyle, but I'm not sure I get that horse girls thing.
Yeah, neither do I. I really don't understand it.
Touchdown, Denver!
Horse girls win.
What is the horse girl game? What's the
Uma Musume.
Uma Musume.
Yes,
wow.
I didn't care about football, but then I found out that the Uma Musume bros like Denver because they're horses. Yes, I didn't want.
Not the Colts.
I did not want to rub it in your. Well, yeah. Are the Colts? Well, are the Colts still playing? I don't know.
They're out right now. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's horse time. It's their year. It's the year. Is it the year of the horse? I think it might be actually.
It's the year I'm gonna get on horse so I can numb this pain. It's the year that I die of a heroin overdose in a back alley.
I didn't know heroin was also called horse.
Is it called horse? Let's see.
I thought that was basketball. I don't. Yeah, it's
heroin itself is.
It is year of the horse, 2026. So, learning all kinds of new things.
I thought it was called horse.
Is
heroin called horse?
What drug is horse?
Horse is slang for heroin. Yeah, okay.
Oh, all right.
For some reason, yeah, Google's officially completely fucked now.
Wait, I'm seeing xylazine. Oh, is that because it's a horse tranquilizer? Oh no, yeah, Google is fucked. What the hell? There's no mention of the word horse in any of these results it gave me, even though I googled
the
what
internet
drug is horse.
It just doesn't work anymore. Like we just.
I mean, people
what
have
are we
been,
supposed to do?
People have for years been talking about like, oh, Google doesn't work, but like, I'm 99% of the time I'm just looking for a Wikipedia article and I find it. It's fine. But yeah, this is the first time I've just Googled like 2 words and the results do not have one of the words in them.
Yeah, like the AI is just telling me like where I can score. You know, rather than like telling me if it's called horse.
Yeah, go to 16th and Diamond.
Yeah, oh my god,
it's in front of the Chinese supermarket.
I'll be right back. Mm-hmm. Man, I was thinking about opium recently. I mean, you gotta smoke it once, right?
You gotta try opium once, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if there's like any sort of real tangible difference between opium and heroin, but
I think opium's a bit
more chill.
Gentler. Yeah, it's more more natural. It's not quite the concentrated. It doesn't have quite the oomph.
It's for the higher society, I'd say. It has a classiness.
There's a communal aspect to it. You're sitting in a room.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, there's an upper crust sort of thing going on there with opium. Like I don't think that heroin users would really be able to appreciate the opium experience. They wouldn't understand the subtleties of smoking opium, which is a dignified drug.
That's
it's like crack versus cocaine. You know, it's like
this past week I've been making myself laugh, just like doing this around the house to myself, and probably no one else would find it funny. But this is it's my impression of a crackhead trying just regular cocaine for the first time. Here. Oh, dude, how long does this shit last? Oh my God, it's been like 10 minutes. Oh, dude.
Usually I want more after about 30 seconds.
Yeah. And scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It needs a little bit of work, a little workshopping, but I think we can get it there. You know what I was thinking we should do? So obviously we're doing model rockets this summer. That's happening. We're doing model rockets.
It's model rocket summer. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be little scamps. You know, we're gonna play with model rockets, get some 22s and you know shoot cans.
Shoot
with
the rockets.
And,
yeah, fill the rockets with tannerite and land them on people's people's flower beds.
Yeah, or just thermite. We also should do a cocaine binge and do an 80s style writing session, bang out beat uppers. We should
Yeah,
write
yeah.
beat uppers in 48 hours.
Stay
I
up.
think it's. I think there's a. I think there's a demand for it. I think that the world needs beat uppers now more than ever. I think there's.
Yeah.
This is because if this is where we're at with our movies, we're like the best movies that came out last year apparently were Sinners and fucking Marty Supreme. Then we need a reset. We need a complete reset. The world is wide open. If our standards have gotten this low, a movie about people wanting to get beat up, I guess, people wanting to get beat up artistically is definitely on the table.
Yeah, we've discussed beat uppers. It's really the tough thing. Really, isn't going to be like, having ideas for beat uppers. It's going to be whittling it down to amongst all the, because beat uppers encompasses so many things. It's really a return to a sort of previous society, I feel like. So
different mode.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of the first, like, kind of
the first movie.
It's kind of the first real movie, or at least the first like movie to sort of, I think, tap into a sort of longing for sort of a Jackass style era, but also with more there's gonna be other stuff.
Well, I think that this is really what we're doing with beat uppers. This is our audition to do Initial D. Because we have our initial D concept.
I'm so glad we never did Initial D. I'm so glad nothing ever came of that, because neither one of us gives a shit about Initial D or has seen or read it.
That's what makes it work. That's why it's so good. Is that we're the perfect people to make an Initial D movie, because the only things that matter to us about Initial D are the aesthetics of Initial D, which is the only thing that actually matters.
Like, there's like one aesthetic, and it's a type of music that no one has ever listened to outside of Initial D.
It's a type of music. It's one car, and it's a dude who dresses like an idiot, and that's all you could work. Like, he's got like a dopey face. He looks a little bit like Forrest Gump. Like,
he always just looks like a little bit peeved about something. Yeah. Hello,
yeah,
Happy
he's
D.
pursing his lips.
YouTube is doing this thing where it gives people it shows you people's like their handle now, as opposed to their display name. So Happy D this whole time has actually been Happy D 5192. Wow, it's like I'm looking at your underpants.
It shows it's showing his exact location. We have the coordinates down to like fractions of minutes.
Yeah, watch out for rockets this summer, buddy.
Yeah, watch out for rockets. Watch out for. I mean, we're gonna get on the Hollywood blacklist with beat uppers. It's just too good of an idea that we can't define and can't explain exactly what it is.
Oh, yeah,
but
the blacklist is good in
so
Hollywood, by the way. For those not in the know in the industry, the blacklist is like a short list of good scripts.
Yeah, the best unproduced screenplays every year are put on the voted by producers and put on the Hollywood blacklist.
When do they release that? I like to read those. They're all like, I've in previous years I've gone through the blacklist and read the scripts, and man, there's some funny stuff in there sometimes.
Yeah, I think I've tried to explain. I know it's a fool's errand and it just makes me sound crazy. But I've tried to explain beat uppers to people, and you can get them for a second, and then the more you try to explain it, the less sense it makes.
Yeah, and
it's really like, and again, I hate to just go back to this but it's been on my mind a lot recently, and it's a discipline, it's an art form, it's a religion, it's a cult.
And also, it kind of doesn't make sense.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah. Well, the rules don't make sense.
Yeah.
Well, the rules, but it's like, the thing is, we need to figure out the why. It's like, why do these people like getting beat up? It's not that they like getting beat up.
It's like Calvin Ball, but the goal is to beat yourself instead of the other person.
Yes. It's putting yourself in the lowest possible point in your life so that you can recover. It's like I want to face absolute rock bottom, which is getting your ass beat by like an old nun.
Right.
Give me 1 second. Hold on.
Oh yes, please.
What was that?
There was a few nights, like a couple weeks ago, where there were like coyotes outside my window every night. And they were being very loud. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what their problem was. I've nothing's been going on with me. I have not done anything. It's the time of year where you don't do anything. I don't do anything, at least. I don't know. What is he?
All right, I'm back.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, sorry, there was just some screaming out there.
Oh, like human?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it was drunk girls. But oh my god, I had a new neighbor move into the apartment complex, and part of why I enjoyed living in this complex is that I have good neighbors. You know, I got neighbors. I know all of them. I can rely on them. You know, they'll take care of my stuff if I have to leave town. Everybody's quiet and keeps to themselves. And then this new neighbor moved in. She moves into an apartment right next to her boyfriend that lives here. And within the first 48 hours, the first night, there's a fire in her apartment because she sleeps in her boyfriend's apartment. I'm going to keep my voice down so they don't hear me through the windows.
Your windows open?
There's she sleeps in her boyfriend's apartment and then leaves her animals in the apartment that she just moved into and rents.
All right.
And the first night, there's a fire in that apartment because apparently they had a new stove installed, and the people installing the stove had cut the power off to the stove, and to maybe the entire apartment, who knows. And they had like set stuff on top of the stovetop, the people who just moved in. Power gets kicked back on. The burner is on the stove, and it just starts burning shit that's on top of it. So there's a huge pillar of flame, opens the door because she hears something burning in that apartment. Her dog runs out. Both of her cats run out. It's a nightmare. That one's really not on her, just because who the fuck, when you install a stove, leaves a burner on? You know what I mean?
Yeah. How would that even? Is it? I guess it's an electric stove.
It's an electric stove. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No.
The next night.
That's fucked up.
The next night, it's like 2 a.m. and I hear pandemonium happening outside my apartment. I go outside, and one of my other neighbors is wrangling this girl's dog because she had run a power cord. The neighbor who just moved in had run a power cord between her apartment and her boyfriend's apartment. And that when she went to close the door didn't close all the way, apparently. And then just at some point in the night, the door opened up. The dog gets out and starts barking all over the place. One of her cats gets out again. And then my other, one of the neighbors who's been living here, who's not related to this at all, is running her dog down for her and bringing it back. So my peace has been disturbed, I'll say. So hearing screaming outside my window, I'm wonder what the fuck's going on out there. Is my cat being killed? But anyway, yeah. So what we're talking about, beat uppers.
Beat uppers will be real. Inshallah.
We'll workshop it. We'll workshop it. We got to get to the bottom of that. What's been going on with you, bud?
Absolutely nothing. I mean, there's just nothing going on at all.
100%.
No, I just no, nothing, dude. I have
no
zero. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
nope.
Big time, 100%.
Yeah,
with you. Yep. Yeah, I was on concerted for 2 weeks, and then that turned me into a zombie. And after being off of it for a few days, I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, wow. I'm alive. This medication that's supposed to make me more productive has made me do nothing for 2 full weeks. Not even doing the bare minimum, not even doing stuff that I'm have soft if I have a soft obligation, it wasn't going to happen. It just simply wasn't going to get done,
Yes.
I've been going to my work, my gigs and stuff, but send an email, no chance. No chance, no, never happening. So very glad to be done with that. Been watching a lot of Mythbusters. Not going to bore you with more Mythbusters talk. Have I even seen any movies? Let me think about it. Let's see. Have I gone to the movie theater? Have I watched a movie? No. No.
There's nothing worth seeing now that you've seen Avatar 3 or 4 or whatever.
No. I have been thinking about watching a couple of things. One of them is Unstoppable, the movie Unstoppable with Denzel Washington and Chris Pine.
Oh, right.
Which is a train movie. That's directed by Tony Scott. That's on my list. I'm going to watch that soon.
Oh yeah, isn't that one of the movies that like it came out around the same time as another movie that had like the same premise? Wasn't it called?
Wouldn't shock me.
Wasn't it? Oh, like Source Code or something?
I don't know.
Is that a train?
Train movies.
Wasn't that a train not stopping movie?
Movies.
I think so. Maybe not. I don't know.
Whatever.
Yeah.
2010s. Unstoppable. And what is Source Code? What movie is that?
That's Jake Gyllenhaal. Oh yeah, he has to find the bomber of a commuter train within 8 minutes.
Oh, yeah, no, I did not see that movie. I'll put that on the list
2011. Too. He's just gonna start watching train movies. He's gonna watch.
Yeah, I love
Taking a Pelham
trains.
1, 2, 3. Yeah,
absolutely. Why not? Is there what's that movie with Nick Cage? Is what's the one where he goes back in time, where he can see the future, or he can see the
Knowing?
past? What is it?
Well, there's two.
Does that have a train in it?
There's Knowing, and then there's also Next.
Yes.
And Next, he has a bunch of like premonitions, and then I think in Knowing, he's just kind of crazy. I don't know, but yeah, it's basically the same thing. Knowing has a crazier ending.
Next has got to have a train in it, right? There's no way that movie doesn't have a train.
I don't remember if there's a train. Didn't we watch that together? I feel like someone.
We might have done. I get a very funny
I watched
screenshot from this movie. Another movie that I wanted to watch. I'm not sure if I've talked about this at all. I'm talking. It's gotten so bad that I'm talking about movies I want to watch.
Yeah, movies you're thinking about watching. Yeah, what movies might I watch one day?
Movies I've added to my list over the last 2 weeks when I wasn't watching movies. Right. Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow. Have I talked about this?
Oh, I remember that one. Yeah.
Do you know anything about this movie?
Kind of. I mean, I remember watching it like on HBO, like when I was like 10.
Oh, you had seen it. You've seen this movie.
I mean, technically, yeah, as a child. But yeah, I remember it being very, very steampunky, very CG heavy. I got it mixed up with the film The Aviator, even though they're very different.
That's funny.
Films, but I sort of conflated them in my head because I was a child. Yeah.
Well, I'll watch it and then I'll talk about that. There's something for everybody to look forward to. Is I'm going to watch something. Eventually, at some point, I'll watch it. There we go.
I mean,
that's where we're at, baby.
All of the screen caps are just hilarious because it's this awful. It's just terrible green screens, and it's got Angelina Jolie in an eye patch, which is so funny. You can't. It's tough to pull off an eye patch, especially as a hot lady.
Buxom
I guess
lady.
it's supposed to be. I would hardly call Angelina Jolie buxom, but
what? Look at these.
What? She's like a skinny. She's like a skinny, bony broad. Like
Angelina Jolie.
I mean, I get that it's supposed to be pulpy or whatever, but
let me see if she's got some hangers. Angelina Jolie, big tits.
No, she's never had big. I mean, she had a
Hooters.
I don't know when she got the vasectomy, but
let me see.
She literally surgically, she medically cannot have tits. She's not allowed.
What does the world come to that when I put in Angelina Jolie, show me the big tits, it doesn't immediately show me her big tits? Like, what is Google doing, man? Like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, I want to see the big tits.
They hate us.
Wow.
They don't want us to be happy.
Here, let me get a look. Hold on. I mean, she's probably getting a little bit of help here, but you know, they look pretty big in Tomb Raider, aka Boob Raider.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
She's getting some help.
You can clearly tell she's pushing them up. That's the only. That's all that's happening.
Tell me about winter. Tell me about winter time.
I shoveled my whole driveway so I could go to the gas station to buy beers, and then it just snowed all over it again. To melt all the snow, it's a good way to get rid of all of the ashes from my wood stove. I sprinkle all the ashes all over my driveway, but then they all end up just like blowing all over me. So now my coat is my winter coat is permanently dusty from all of the ashes I've sprinkled all over myself. And what else is going on? I don't know. It's gonna be like, I think Tuesday. It's like high of like 8.
Oh no!
So
I thought you were gonna say it's like, oh, it's gonna be a high of 40, and we're gonna burn away all this snow. No, you're in it. Jeez, wow. Yeah. I mean, I've been leaving my windows open all night and letting my apartment get down to like 55 degrees. And
you're getting nice and cold. Yeah, that's a good sleep.
Yeah, I woke up this morning and it was 58 degrees inside of my apartment, and I got my heated blanket going. I've got like 15 layers. I got my cat with me. It's like I'm just not getting out of bed, not happening. Like I'm just sleeping until noon. And that was another thing that Concerto was doing, was it was making me sleep like crazy. I was sleeping like 11 hours a night.
Ooh,
which feels pretty good, but it's also not conducive to being productive at all. So.
Depends on what you're doing for the other 13 hours.
Not much.
Yeah,
a lot of sitting around watching Mythbusters.
Yeah. Mythbusters is the perfect stimulant show. I mean, it's
on this episode of Mythbusters.
Oh, I can't wait to fucking see if the fucking shit goes off the ramp or not. Ooh.
On this episode of Mythbusters, we're gonna drive a garbage truck off of a skyscraper and see if an explosion can make it fly to the next skyscraper. Like it's good. We're gonna put Carrie inside of a balloon and fill it with water, and then she's gonna have to take her clothes off. And then by taking her clothes off, can she use that to secure air and breathe the air that's stuck in her clothes?
On today's Mythbusters, poo pandemonium. Can a hot chick survive in a sewer for 13 hours? Can a naked woman survive in a septic tank?
I got nothing. I was gonna make a joke about her being dropped into like Gen Pop in prison or something.
It's like remember the show Ripley's Believe It or Not, like the show based on that. It's like they would always have one like sexually charged one at the end to keep you hooked. If Mythbusters did that and they just did something extremely like erotically humiliating to Carrie like every episode, like just she's stuck with the most demeaning shit possible.
Oh man, I'm sorry about this one. Carrie is Tori pisses all over her face. Man. What did we learn? What did we learn today?
Didn't expect this is how today would go. And he's fucking farting in Carrie's face. Like, he's dropping trow and just like
yeah. They're all shitting and pissing and coming, and then that's what made the show work. It was the camaraderie, I think. Like that was the thing that made it all work, was that like they were doing these horrible things to each other, but they were friends.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
So true.
Anyway. Well, I mean, I got nothing.
No.
I mean, do you want to talk about this fucking anime, half of which I watched with a gun in my mouth? Like what?
That is the best way to do it. I will say, by the way, you know what I've been doing recently is, I don't know if you've ever actually done this, because I thought it was stupid until recently, but I've been poaching eggs, and I was like, this is like the one way I haven't prepared an egg, and it's actually pretty awesome. I thought you were going to
say take showers.
Showers are nice. I've been taking more showers actually. Yeah. I don't like them. Too much time.
Do you ever put that song "Coming Clean" on by is it Hillary Duff? When the rain comes down.
I can't quite recall that one. No, I know This Is What Dreams Are Made Of. This is what dreams.
You need to really start visualizing yourself in slow motion with taking a shower. Like I think that's the ultimate way to do it.
Who was it? Where is this from? I don't know. It might just be like a.
Can you get Angelina Jolie off the screen, please?
It might be like a green text or something. But there was a guy who said, like, his roommate like took really long showers, and he was like, "Are you jerking off in there?" And the guy's like, "No, I sit I sit in the shower and I have like my hand resting on my knee and like my head down, and I pretend I'm a ninja on a rooftop while it's raining.
I like to pretend
damn, I gotta try
like,
that actually.
I like to pretend I'm a repressed lesbian girl, and then there's all the things she said is playing in the background as I'm like,
as you're thinking about like, I wonder what she meant by that when she made out with me for 3 hours.
Mother, looking at me, tell me, can we be free? Like that kind of shit. Like as I'm caressing all of my curves, as I'm exploring my body in the shower. No. Instead, I've been doing nothing. I've been doing nothing. Yeah. All I've been doing, literally, there must have been a span of 5 days where all I did was go to the gym. Like I'd wake up, I'd go to the gym, I would sit. If I sat down, that was 2 hours gone. That was fucked. And then I've been playing some Call of Duty Zombies. That's what I've been doing.
Oh my god.
That's like, I can do that forever. I can play some Black Ops Zombies until I die.
Like OG Black Ops?
Original Call of Duty Black Ops.
Oh my god.
Yeah, 2010.
On the PC?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Oh yeah. First, I'm going for high rounds. I got some round 30 solo on Dare Reese. It was pretty impressive. And then I probably could have even gone further if I didn't throw, but I threw because I'm an idiot. So, all right, you want to do it? Let's do it, man. Let's talk about this.
It's winter. It's anime. It's time. Our first show is an hour long, which I almost warned you about, but then I checked the list and it turns out you had already noticed that. Yeah. Yep. Yuusha Kei Shosu Choubatsu Yuusha 9004 Tai Keimu Kiroku, sentenced to be a hero, aka sentenced to be a hero, the prison records of Penal Hero Unit 9004. Penal Hero.
Now that's penal, not penile, okay?
Not penile hero. That's me. Studio Kai. This started out, and I was Studio Kai.
Who?
Kai.
What they done?
What has Studio Kai done? I didn't write anything down.
They done anything?
I mean, Uma Musume second season, Super Cub. Remember Super Cub?
This is why they got budget.
Skeleton Knight in Another World. Well, I mean, Uma Musume had a budget because the game is so successful because it's like side.
Well, no, but the studio make it. They get money from that, and then they put the money in here.
Maybe, but they're also doing like a seventh time loop. The villainess enjoys a carefree life, married to her worst enemy. Hell Teacher, A Star Brighter Than the Sun.
Like money to me.
We've probably watched all these. I don't remember any of them. And now this. They have like 5 shows lined up for this year. God damn. Snowball Earth, Mistress Kanan is devilishly easy. This is all for spring. The Ramparts of Ice. They got 3 shows for spring lined up. Damn. So yeah, Studio Kai doing pretty good, I guess. Yeah, and they're really going for it because this. I've seen a lot of people compare the way this looks to Mushoku Tensei, and I definitely noticed that. But I actually couldn't find. There's like the director and the series director like worked on Mushoku Tensei, but like a little bit. They like storyboarded some stuff, did some animation, but like not that much of the same staff. But I could definitely see how it looks a lot like Mushoku Tensei in the art style and the character design. But yeah, you start this off and you're like, oh, the music sounds expensive and it seems directed and it looks like Mushoku Tensei. And then you're like, oh, it's an hour. Not even like 45 minutes. It's 58.
No, that's
58 minutes, and it's 58 minutes of animation. There's shit happening. There's a lot of stuff moving around. I really
zero corners cut here. This is about as much as you could possibly watch out of something that airs on TV. I think like. It's extremely impressive. Like this is good looking animation pretty much anytime. Like I don't know, like there's nothing I could look at here and be like, oh, this is, you know, a product of its era. Like this looks fucking good. You know, the camera be moving a lot. The characters have a lot of detail. They've got a lot of expression. Their heads, it's not like they just do lip flaps and their heads don't move. Like their entire bodies are moving as they're emoting and talking. But it's all in service of something lacking, I'd say.
Yeah, I think this is kind of source material that has been a bit elevated by the by the amount of sweat poured into the format here, because I mean this it's an hour and it's almost like nonstop crazy action sequences. As far as what's actually happening, it's like, you know, it's like fantasy. They find, you know, it's these two like these heroes, but being a hero is a bad thing because you're like immortal and you're basically like a prisoner who's being like, you know, commanded around to do jobs and fight and shit. And they find, you know, one of them's a kleptomaniac, the little one, and he steals a box and you're like, okay, there's gonna be a girl in the box, and then there's a girl in the box, and then they just fucking fight monsters for a goddamn hour. And I'm not necessarily saying that's a bad thing. There's not really much to it besides how fucking goddamn animated it is. Some of the, like, there's some of this, especially like the kind of the last, I would say, like climactic action sequence, like goes on for so long and is like every subsequent, like every cut has even more camera movement and is like more bombastic than the last, and the musical cues just keep getting more and more dramatic. Like it became absurd, and I honestly just like started laughing at it. I was like, guys, calm down. Holy shit. It's
people slept underneath their desks for this. People existed off of ramen bought out of a vending machine for 2 weeks.
I mean, it's like spread it out over some episodes. It's just, you don't even have to do this much. If you had like half of this in one episode, it would have been perfectly serviceable. I don't know why they decided to go this hard.
It's also like, I'm pretty sure that we already have more narrative written for beat uppers than there is for this.
Yeah, like, we get some story. We get the backstory at the end, and it's not a very inspired backstory. It's like, all right, okay,
no,
yeah, it's, you know, he's been framed for something, and he's been sentenced to be this action slave.
Yeah. In like, I on one hand, I'm not offended by the monster designs in this, because it's like
I don't like them
with fungus or whatever, but which the idea of them being infected with fungus is okay, but they're just not
it's just regular monsters, but they're covered in neon fucking glowing shit, and they look even stupider than like Symphogear monsters, you know. I get you don't want them to look boring here. But those guys were fun.
Screen you have here, this is great. Where it's like, this is kind of the absurdity element that I like, where you have monsters that are so ridiculous that
get variety.
It makes them kind of scary because they're so absurd. But I did not think the big bad was a particularly good design. I didn't like the frogs. I didn't like the monkeys. It's like it's
just things, but they have giant glowing red or glowing like orange eye bulges and shit.
Well, also, why do we got to do this here? Why does it got to be in the woods? Like, why does it have to be like a boring fantasy location? Like, why can't you just set this somewhere visually interesting? Because you guys are putting all this work into this just to have generic mobs flying over top of trees. You know, like, it's not like, it's all of this effort in service of something so painfully generic, you know? And I even find the main characters to be kind of compelling and fun to watch, but there's not anything much beyond that to really get invested in here.
Yeah. There's highfalutin talking Princess Lolly, and then there's tough reserved action guy, and then there's his weird little twink sidekick. And there's also Night Lady who's in there for a little bit, but yeah, it be looking real crazy. He reiterates many times that he does not like goddesses, which is what she is. And you're like, oh man, I guess he probably has some backstory with goddesses, and then he does. If you want to see a lot of drawings, if you want a lot of stuff on the screen, I would recommend this. That's really all I could say about it.
It's very visually stimulating.
Yeah,
there are many frames to consume with your eyeballs. I would hope that they end up going to a more inspired place than this down the line with the world building and the monsters and everything. But it's kind of, if nothing else, just a curio where you're like, wow, people straight up can still do it like this.
Wow, why'd they do that? Yeah.
Like why? Like, this is like so to the nines. Like, I mean, is it the best looking thing of the last 5 years? like is this? What's come out?
It's
that
the
looks
most
better than
looking
this?
thing.
Yes,
You know?
yes.
It's not. I don't. We could talk about the best animation all day. Is this the most animation in one episode that I've seen since I can remember?
Well,
I mean, it has an advantage because it's an hour, but like probably, yeah.
It's also like, regardless of what the content is, they just be moving the camera a lot.
Yes.
They're just like, man, this is, the characters move a lot, the camera moves a lot. It's almost like Avatar 3. We're looking
It's
at it
almost
like, wow.
distracting. I mean, it kind of is distracting. You're just like, it's just trying so hard to impress you, and it is, but it's like the how hard it's trying is almost becomes like the focal point as opposed to what's actually happening in the show.
Do you think that it maintains this? There's no way, right? It can't.
No, I mean, they're going to be normal length episodes. There's probably going to be one sequence of this quality per episode, which is still fucking crazy. It's still great. That's what I would probably expect. That's what I've set the bar at. I would not expect it to keep up this level of quality for every second of the show, because I just don't think you can write episodes that are just nonstop action like this one was the whole time, because it just doesn't work for telling a story. So
I just wish they'd put this effort into normal anime stuff for a little bit. Put this much effort into people talking.
Well, I mean, they got the source material to, they got to adapt, I guess. So
yeah. Makes you think, man.
It really, that one was a thinker.
Which is weird to say about something where nothing happens other than fighting, but
yep.
All right, nice,
pretty cool. This isn't the right show. Am I sorted by the right? What the? Sort by date. There we go. Okay. Did you even watch this one? I should have had you skip this one.
I did watch this.
Okay, yeah. Goumon Baito-kun no Nichijou, the daily life of a part-time torturer, a manga adaptation.
I want to talk about this.
By Diomede. Do you now?
I do, yeah.
All right.
Please explain what it is.
Well, I was thinking, this looks kind of gay, and then I watched it, and I was like, okay, it is gay. I don't like the opening. It's about guys who torture. They make sure to specify that in this world torture is legal. Don't want to
very Japanese to do that.
Yeah, don't want to give anyone any bad ideas. It's okay. It's legal here. And it's sort of like this. They torture, and then they have like this twink apprentice. This was clearly written by a depraved homosexual. And most of all, it's boring. I don't know how you make something like that boring, but they did.
I mean, this is it's just straight up a slice of life workplace comedy about torture with no other angle. It's one of those shows
where there's one joke, and the joke is that Yeah, it's a slice of life, but they're torturing people is their job.
And that's the joke. Yeah, but there's no
But also, like, they
there's
make sure to
nothing.
specify that they're torturing bad guys, which kind of makes it worse because, like, you're kind of softening the joke. Like, it would make it funnier if they were just torturing completely innocent people and, like, moms or, like, golden retriever puppies. But instead, they're like Dexter. I don't know. That's not really funny. You know?
Yeah, it's
It's like, come on.
I can't believe it gets made. Like I don't know who greenlights this. It doesn't like a show about. If you're doing this, it has to be really, 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 really edgy as one option, or it's got to be some sort of commentary, or it's got to be very funny. And this is none of those things.
Yeah.
This is like as soft and down the middle as it could possibly be with this subject matter, which is kind of like, I mean, not that Japanese people know anything about torture, but like,
No, of course, definitely not.
It's a sign of a society that is so removed from the prospect of real crime and like real punishment for crime. They must just be lost at this point if you're writing this. Like this is a person who's never
for women. I think that's what's going on.
You think so?
Yeah, because it's like gay, but also there's like weird sort of fetishy violence. That's like all girl stuff.
Yeah, but like, who's writing it?
I wonder if it's a.
Like, what is?
It's probably either a lady or a gay guy. I don't know.
You can't.
Written and illustrated by Yawara Tsugumi. Is that a lady's name?
You want to Soganami?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think the Japanese are allowed to make this. That's what I'm going to say. That's my official statement on this. Your culture is too stable to make this show. You're not. You don't know what it is to live in a world with real crime. So you can't make this. Sorry. You don't remember. Nobody from your country remembers what it was like to have real crime. The most police work that gets done in your country is who stole a Snickers bar from the 7-Eleven konbini, and like there are kids who are like they're stealing beer out of vending machines using like their dad's ID, but then they get nervous and throw in a garbage can, and then like the cops give them like a skern scolding, like there's no sort of like
a skern
stolen.
It gave me a right skern scolding.
Yeah, there's no like you guys aren't having crime that's on the level to where you should be torturing people. Which I mean, you could argue whether or not torture is even effective, but yeah, stick in your lane here, okay? You could do your trumped up sort of like gimmicky Yakuza shows, but you can't do this. You don't get this.
Yeah, this is a country that like where like normal people get genuinely mad if they find out that you like played a game on an emulator. You can't. This isn't really. This isn't the domain.
What the fuck? Where are you at? Where you're like, what crimes could these people have committed to where you're pulling their fingernails out? Like you have torture devices that are cracking their skulls open like eggs.
They shared a Pixiv artist's art without their permission. They retweeted it. They used someone's drawing as their avatar online without asking first. So that's why they're fucking burning their eyebrows off. Strapped down.
You don't have people abducting children and selling them for meth. Like you're not like you don't get to do torture show. That's why we get to have 24. That's why we're allowed to have 24.
That's why we're allowed to have 24. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're not. It's because you don't like you think that it's this cutesy sort of bullshit. Like I mean, none of these guys are gonna get it done over here. We're too hard. Like
stay in your lane,
cute
dude.
kitty face man. Yeah, for real. Like
knock it off.
Honestly, embarrassing. Go back to making shows about gerbils that are cars or whatever.
Gerbils that drive little cars.
Yeah. Next.
Yes. Next, Ikoku Nikki, Journal with Witch. It's my fault. I thought this was going to be about an actual witch because I said there's always at least one witch show every season. This is not the witch show, it turns out. I still have hope. There's probably going to be at least one witch show. This is a manga by Yamashita Tomoko. I only note this because she has a Wikipedia article, but I'm not familiar with any of the other manga she's written. I just always note it down when the mangaka has their own Wikipedia because it denotes that they are somewhat well known. Studio Shuka. This one is also kind of gay, but in a different way. I was sure this was a lesbian couple because of the way they're drawn and act.
Don't roll it out yet.
Well, I mean, it's not listed as a romance, but I mean, yeah, obviously,
non-biological. It's gonna be a non-biological niece.
Does it even matter? Does it even matter if they're biological? Like they can't reproduce. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the rules are with
Matters
lesbians.
to me.
Does it? It's hotter if they're related or the other way? Like which one do you want?
I'm gonna leave it open to
all right.
the interpretation.
I think that's our answer right there.
Yeah.
But fuck yeah, the extremely manly, dykish being one is Miyuki Sawashiro. So that's
evoking,
great.
existing.
Yeah, it's embodying. This is just a man. I mean, come on, come on, ladies, you just want a fucking aloof man who like doesn't clean after himself. Why is I don't know, whatever.
Well, to be fair, that's also what I want in a woman. So
I knew you were. I was just like, God damn it, he's gonna be all over this fucking dude, this fucking long, skinny dude who mopes around.
I'm trying to breed slot receivers. God damn it, the Bills need them.
All right, that's fair, I guess. So I was confused because it suddenly goes into this. They live together, and then it goes into this flashback. But I didn't realize it was a flashback. And it's like someone died, but you can't figure out who because no one's emoting at all. And then she meets this young girl, and I was like, who the fuck is this? And then I realized, like, oh, I'm an idiot. It's the same girl, and this is how they met. And it's her parents, or the big lesbian's sister died along with her husband in a car wreck, but nobody is sad because I guess they sucked. I don't know. I guess no one liked them.
Yeah, I mean, you're really fumbling it if your child is not upset about you dying.
Doesn't really care.
Like
a 15-year-old. The saddest time of your life being 15. A 15-year-old girl who's probably gay, and your parents both die, and you're just like, am I going with you? I guess I'm going with you. I don't know.
I mean, how
I'm gonna clean up.
People will have their parents beat them for 18 years straight and still have affection for their parents. Like people will get battered and still, it's like part of the human defense mechanism is to care about your parents even if they're horrible to you. Like that's just like built into our DNA. And this girl her parents must have sucked so much ass for her to be this malaise about everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So now they're living. They live together. And I kind of understand why they had to make it two girls because I think this is what the Zoomers call grooming. It's just like, it's really got everything that ladies want. It's hating your own family, moving in with a weird stranger who doesn't really like you that much or doesn't act like it. Yeah. So, so they're aunt and niece. She cleans up after her. It kind of reminds me of...
Who the fuck wants to watch this?
It kind of reminds me of like March comes in like a line. It's like a drama. I don't know. It's I'm not really sure what the target demo is, but it's not really bad, I guess.
Excuse me. I don't know. I it's just so morose. Like
it's not very emotional. Yeah. It's kind of what would you call it? Like muted,
I guess the idea is that they're supposed to be kindred spirits and like they come from the same family, but they're different from their family members, and but I don't have fun watching this, and I'm not so moved by it to where I feel compelled to watch more.
Yeah, I feel that. I don't have very strong opinions on the matter.
I know this is your favorite show ever, but
It's not true.
know.
No. Obviously, my favorite show. No, it's not this either. This one I did have you skip, right? Yeah.
All right, what do you got, buddy?
Kirei ni Shitemoraemasu ka, period. Wash it all away.
I wish I could.
I can't wash the unclean.
I'm trying my best as I can right now. I've got like most of a bottle of rum in me. Like,
manga by Hattori Mitsuru, who did Sankarea. I don't know if you remember Sankarea, but I remember enjoying Sankarea. It was sort of similar to this in that that was way back. That was like 2013 Dean. So that was like a weird Dean period where it was like. It was charming and kind of, it had kind of a nice atmosphere to it, but it also kind of looked like shit. I don't know. I kind of liked Sankarea. Mm-hmm. This one is sort of similar in that it looks like shit. Not so much the rest of that part. The studio's Okuruto Noburu. It's about a lady who runs a dry cleaner, and it's just her. Like she goes to the dry cleaner. She just runs it by herself. She goes to the dry cleaner in the morning. She meets like an old lady who has a bunch of stuff for her to clean. I was laughing to myself thinking about the lady just pulling out tons of clothes just covered in cum stains, just giant cum shots all over the place, just like shoes covered in cum. Anyways, that was making me laugh. There's an opening, and the opening is, I was like, are there any other characters in the show? The opening is like just this girl like washing clothes for like the first 70 seconds, and then finally at the end when the song reaches like kind of a bridge, there's like other characters, and you're like, oh my god, there are going to be other people in this, maybe a little bit, but you can do a show like this where it's extremely slice of life, where like it's not even like she's running this dry cleaner and then like something changes in her life, like she gets an employee, or like someone moves into town, or she reconnects with someone, or she inherits the dry cleaner and has to learn she already knows how to do everything. She's really good at it. Nothing about her life changes. It's nothing. This is boring as shit. And if you're doing something like this, you can make it work if it's like extremely moody or atmospheric or kino or vibey. All those same words, but it looks like garbage. It has absolutely nothing going on. The only novel thing about this for me is like, as an American, I'm intrigued by the idea of a business that you could go to and ask them to do something and then they do it like correctly. Like that's a cool idea. Like you could tell them like the thing that you want, and like and they understand what you mean. But I don't think that's really the intention here.
You're just in the meth belt. You're
I'm
just
not in the meth belt. I don't like.
You're in the meth belt. Customer service in your neck of the woods is awful. Like that is not the case where I am. Standards are higher here.
Really? Okay.
Last time I was like, there have been. Most of the time I come up there, I'm not really going out and doing many things out. No. But there when we were kids, there was like a little burger truck, or like a little burger hot dog.
I remember that place.
Cart. Little burger hot dog cart in town. And that was operated by an older Italian man who did a fine job.
Literally in an alleyway, like in the center of town. Yeah, it was very funny.
He did a fine job. He made you, a decent little burger, get some chips, get your soda pop.
Yeah.
I went there a few years ago because I heard that they had reopened, because he was an older guy. I think he had retired, and then his grandkids had picked up the slack and opened the business again or whatever. And I went there, and I swear to God, there were two people behind the cart, and both of them were nodding and trying to make change on $20 for like 2 burgers for 2 burgers and a couple of bags of chips and a couple of sodas.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Right.
It's like, God, imagine trying to tell someone like, okay, I need this dry clean. Imagine like trying to explain like, okay, I brought in 2 pieces of clothing, but they need to be cleaned in 2 different ways. Like you'd be like, there's no fucking way that anyone's going to know what I'm talking about.
I almost went, it took, dude, it was like 3 minutes. It was like 3 minutes of these 2 people trying to break a 20. Like, and like I almost came around and did it for, like, I'm like, should I just do the math for these people?
I was
like,
doing that. I was working a register as a 12-year-old doing that shit. It's the easiest thing ever.
Yeah. I know. Did you play Yahtzee when you were like 7? Because if you did that, then yeah, you could fucking do this math. You know, like, it's these were people who must have been 22, 23 who couldn't fucking get, between the 2 of them, could not rub their brain cells together enough to generate, the math necessary to do this very simple transaction.
God damn, that's
yeah,
funny.
So that's where it's at. Like, that's like the customer service in the area that you're in now is I mean, like, honestly, the girl that we interact with at that bar when I asked her what kind of music she likes. Like, that's what we're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
So I get what you're saying. The novelty of competence is
yes.
Yeah, like you get to live vicariously through the people who made this show and be like, oh man, you go into a business and they do it right. Yeah.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
I get it. But yeah, no, I think you're in a particularly bad area for that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably.
It's like the Deep South, there, and then like the far, like the West. But then the West, like, you're not going out and doing things like that because there's only like 100,000 people in your state. So
yeah, you got to drive for a while to get to a dry cleaner. Yeah, so
not good.
No, there's they sort of characterize her a little bit at the end where she meets a cute boy, and then she like compulsively like fixes like a scuff on his shoes. It's that's like the first thing she does that has like personality. But yeah, no, this is boring as shit. Do not recommend. And then I also had you skip this show. Wait, no. I like this old lady. Isekai no Sata wa Shachiku Shidai. The other world's books depend on the bean counter. Light
Rolls
novel.
off the tongue.
Yeah, light novel Dean adaptation. It's about a guy. They refer to him as some word that translates directly to corporate slave or corporate livestock, which I guess is even more harsher than salary man even. And he like accidentally gets sucked into the Isekai portal with this girl who they summon, who's like a princess or something, but he's just there, and they're just like, all right, well, you're here, so you can kind of do whatever you want. You want to just like chill out for the rest of your life? Like, we'll just like set you up. And he's just like, no, I need a job, because he needs a job, I guess, to function. So he always looks very haggard, and he just gets some generic job as like a record keeper, like an accountant or something. And there's this dude, this blonde dude named Norbert. I only noted that because his name is Norbert. It's a little gay. The main character looks very haggard all the time, and then he starts drinking some potion that's some kind of drug that keeps him awake. I don't know what's going on there. He starts uncovering some kind of fraud. I don't know, but it's just again, it's just completely unwatchably boring. Yeah. So I spared you from that
thank
one.
you,
You're
thank
welcome.
you, thank you for saying. Yeah, no, I wouldn't have been able to pay. I mean, you're going to hear what I have to say about the next few shows. Like, you're not getting much out of me from this point on, because this is all post game review.
Oh yeah, this is after.
As I'm watching Josh Allen underthrow Khalil Shakir for an easy touchdown.
Yeah,
1,000 times in my head over and over and over again, which I'll do for the next 9 months until the season starts again.
Yep.
My $50 million franchise quarterback who was MVP of the league last season, as he overthrows Dawson Knox on a slant route with a clear path to the end zone and sails it over him. Josh Allen with 5 seconds left in the first half, fumbling the ball inside of his own 35 and giving the Broncos an easy 3 points on a field goal, which is a play that if you put me out there in that position, I wouldn't have done that. I don't know much about football, but I wouldn't have made that mistake. Anyway,
you said you were over it before we
no,
started.
it's you understand the grief as a process.
I do.
Better than anyone.
Yep.
Next.
Anyways, Mayonaka Heart Tune. Tune in to the Midnight Heart manga adaptation. Gecko is the studio. This is about a guy who goes to he's starting high school, and it's a high school in which a boys only and girls only school have merged into one.
Bonerific, gotta say.
It is bonerific. It's a very interesting main character we've got here, where he is like a very overconfident, grandiose kind of spurg who weirds everyone out. But he doesn't care. I kind of like it. That's probably like the best part about this show, is that he's not generic harem.
You could easily
guy.
just jam nobody in here. You know, you could just put like a total bland sort of rice pudding motherfucker in this spot, and the quality of the show probably doesn't change much, but at least in this case we've got somebody who does things that are a little peculiar, which is more entertaining.
Yeah, he's taking over class from the teacher to declare the nobility of his name. He's talking to people about how his gut health is so good that he poops at the same time every day. And his goal is, well, he tells everyone on the first day of school that he's looking for a girlfriend, and he tells all the girls to say "I love you" into his ear. But it's actually because there was an anonymous or a pseudo anonymous girl streamer that he used to listen to in middle school that he has deducted from her many streams and info she's given about herself that goes to the same school as him, and he's trying to find her based on her voice. And so he infiltrates the broadcasting club who talk on the intercom to the rest of the school. And it's 4 different girls who all kind of sound like the girl he's looking for. So now he has to figure out which one it is. And I don't know if they're doing it on purpose, but they're kind of making it. I don't know if they're trying to make it seem really obvious, or if it's just really obvious which one it definitely is. But it seems like it's definitely one of them. But whatever.
This is an MK Ultra program where you're gonna try to break this guy. They're manipulating him and turning him into an asset for the government. These people are federal agents. This is all one big psyop to break a man, I think.
This doesn't really seem. I don't know. It seems like a pretty good setup. I don't know. I'd like to be in this scenario. It seems pretty fun, actually. It doesn't really seem like spirit breaking to me. We got a bunch of girls.
You know who also said that was Ted Kaczynski.
The guy in Operation Midnight Cowboy getting like tossed out a plate glass window. He's like, damn, that was hot while it lasted. Oh well.
Yeah, that's what they all say. Oh, come here. Why don't you come to this program, or you're gonna fuck chicks, and then next thing you know, you're killing Sharon Tate.
Yeah. Yeah, next thing you know, you're on 1,200 mics of acid, and you're storming the beaches of Cuba.
Yep. Yeah.
But yeah, there's
you have a gun in your hand. John Lennon is dead on the ground in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Yoko Ono is screaming.
Yeah.
Which she
normally is.
Really
that's kind of.
Yeah.
She's good. She's fine. There's like normal girl. There's soon girl. There's Dandere or Kudere. I can never really tell the difference. And then I don't know what the black one or the black-haired one. She's like dorky or something. I don't know what her deal
That'd be a
is.
bold choice. That'd be a bold choice. If you had 4 girls in a harem and one of them's just black girl,
Just black as shit.
You know,
I feel like that's
you have,
probably
like,
happened before.
this is-
Yeah.
meet Sunu.
There's definitely been
Naoko.
like one of them is just I'm Okinawan, and she's just like she's got the fang, and she's like very very happy go lucky and very cheerful. You know, she's really really tan.
There's a drum beat every time she enters frame.
there's bongos.
Yeah. She has like a bird mascot.
She's just wearing a fig leaf. Yeah.
The good old
wearing a
days.
fern.
This is before they had to worry about what people would think when the show went on Crunchyroll.
Yeah. So yeah, he's trying to find this girl so he can. I mean, it seems like he wants to get with her, but also he wants her to delete all of her stream archives because he said a bunch of embarrassing stuff on them. Somehow he was talking to the streamer personally. I didn't really catch how that even works because that's not how it works. Trust me, I've tried. But none of these bitches can read is another thing. There's something like persistent. There's some ongoing thing where like none of them. There's some theme going on with stuttering and being able to read. Like the teacher stutters, and then the girls can't read off their scripts to read into the intercom. I don't know what's going on with that, but that's a thing that's happening. He has to teach them to read, to talk good. Yeah, you know, it's I don't know. It's really not that good. It's not that funny. It's whatever.
I was not moved by this. This is also the show I watched immediately after the Bills lost. So, I mean, you could have put fucking anything on here, and I would have come out on the other end not too pleased.
Right. Yep.
Next,
Osananajimi wa love comedy ni naranai. You can't be in a rom-com with your childhood friends. Duh. Manga.
Yeah, everybody knows that.
Tezuka. It's got a nice, stupid dance in the opening, like that. We love that here. And this is really a series of sort of visual novel-esque romantic set pieces, flags, whatever you call them, with these two girls that he knows that are his childhood friends. One is a big boobed sort of dere, and the other one is tsundere. You got both. I like that the premise of this is like real life isn't like a rom-com. In real life, these fucking annoying girls hold your hand on the way to school, and I'm like, that is not what it's like. Don't fucking lie to me. What are you doing? Why are you telling me this?
They're trying to gaslight you right now.
What is this? Yeah. In real life, like things are boring like this. You got a girl pressing her stupid fucking tits up against you.
Yeah, no. In real life, everything is always 5 times grosser and sweatier, and you like the fact that it's gross and sweaty. Like that's the thing nobody tells you. It's like you feel like a girl's hand, like, you know, when you're 13, you're 14,
sure,
and you hold hands with a girl, and it's all like sweaty and gross, and like that's just because you're so cranked up on hormones, you like the fact that she's sweaty and gross, and then you spend the rest of your life thinking, why isn't this girl as sweady as that one girl who I used to hold hands with?
You know, I can't say I share this experience or sentiment, but I trust your lived experience.
Maybe you should see a doctor. Maybe you're.
I should see a doctor because the girls I've held hands with have not been sweaty enough. It's my fault. Am I not releasing the right pheromones to make them?
You're not getting them sweaty enough. Yeah. No. Yeah. Hey doc. I just want to ask a question. I know that we're at the end of our yearly checkup here, but I just wanted to ask. Whenever I hold hands with a girl, they're kind of dry and, you know, a little cold. And my buddies, they say that they get their girls' hands all sweaty and hot whenever they hold hands. Am I doing something wrong? Is something broken?
Yeah, and they're just like, I'm your physical therapist. I don't know.
Whoa! Freak alert! For just your GP does dunks on you for asking questions. You go to your doctor when you're 13 to ask questions about puberty. He makes fun of you.
He starts
supposed to do that.
He pinches his nose like,
Ooh, stinky.
You stinky, dude.
No.
Ew, gross.
You know when your doctor would examine you when you were a kid, and like you'd pull your underwear down, and then he would go, "Oh, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
Remember that? Yeah. Good times. Anyway, this is also in the anger zone. This is an anger show too. I'm also angry watching this. I have no thoughts
You're
on
angry.
the show.
I thought, okay. You
was-
have angry thoughts, though.
Not related to the show necessarily. I'm looking
All
at
right,
these
you were
girls doing the dumb dance.
You were still just angry
I was in the throes of anger.
about football.
I was angry about football.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next show I was less angry about, so I can give my actual feedback.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, this one is not
Really was banking on the Bills having won. Really was hoping the Bills would win, so I could.
You thought that would kind of be
have thoughts on
fueling-
these anime.
Yeah, the episode. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, they lost, and all I can think about is that. So, kind of really starting this season off on a rough note. That's on me. Really, it's on Josh Allen for giving up the ball 4 times.
Yeah, if you don't like this episode, blame Josh Allen.
Yes, go to Josh Allen's house and
No,
sit outside.
Don't go to anyone's house.
maybe check the back door.
No.
And see if that's open.
Don't check any door.
Because Haley Steinfeld lives with him now too.
Call
so
ahead
if
of time
you,
and ask if you can
yeah,
come.
like maybe if you check and make sure, like if they they have the dogs out in the backyard, likely the back door's not
Don't go
open.
to their backyard.
You could also try. If
Do not
if you
try
have, like, a basement,
anything.
there's like the little basement window, those little basement windows that sometimes those aren't locked. I mean, who's gonna lock their basement windows? Really?
He is.
No,
Don't even try. It's locked. Don't go there.
Maybe if you were to look in the backyard, there's sort of like a lattice that leads up to like an upstairs window. You know how sometimes like in the back patio they'll have a covered lattice sort of overhang. That might be perhaps an ingress area for you where you could climb up the lattice and go to the window. Yeah, just saying. Like those are ways you could get in and let Josh Allen know exactly how you feel.
Do
about
not
this
get
episode
in.
of
Do not
this
let anyone
podcast.
know. If you want to let someone know, just add him on Twitter. It's fine. I'm sure he checks all of the ads after he loses a game. The last show of the night is...
I love Josh Allen. I would die for him.
I hear he's good at sports. Yuusha party ni Kawaii ko ga ita no de Kokuhaku shimata. There was a cute girl in the hero's party, so I tried confessing to her. Light novel adaptation Gekko. Just like Mayonaka Hearttune, also Gekko, Studio Gekko. This looks like ass. Not so much the art style, but there's like a kind of action sequence here at the beginning that looks so... It's one of those things where it looks so stilted and bad that I was like, is this going to be like an anime within an anime? Like, are we about to pull out and someone's watching this? But no, it really just did kind of look like that. And it's a bad guy. He's got a horn. That's how you know he's bad. And he likes this girl who's kind of Hanazawa. And he confesses to her. She doesn't like it, and then I think I could not possibly give a fuck about whatever's happening here. I think he like disguises himself as like a normal adventurer, and then like re-meets her again, and she doesn't know who he is or something like that. I don't know. This isn't a good one. I can't think of anything to say about this one. This is not very good.
I think this is what we get for not watching the Fate show. I think we should have just gone for it.
Oh yeah, we forgot to mention the Face. Man, I've seen some gifs from that Face show. Holy moly, there's a hot lady in that. But then I heard someone say that it's fucking. They did it again. I think it's like a guy in a lady's body. But man, there's some animated stuff going on in there.
All I heard was lady's body, buddy.
Exactly.
The
Yeah.
only thing I heard. Oh, I'm sorry. My best friend got put into a girl's body. Oh no! Whatever will I do?
I don't want to know the way you're saying the way.
Girl's body, dude.
I don't like the way you're. No, I don't like what you're getting at. But yeah, we decided against the Fate show because Fate it's too confusing. I don't know. Maybe we should check it out. If this season is as rough as this first batch of episodes, I don't know. Maybe we might have to just break things up with the Fate show in
that's
part
definitely
2 or 3.
That's definitely a push button in case of emergency. Like we got to look at something.
Yeah,
at least
emergency
looks nice
Fate.
and
High budget
like,
stuff happen show. Yes, please.
High budget smut adaptation.
Right.
Is always welcome.
Exactly.
Can't say that we're looking at many winners in this first batch here.
No. Nope.
I know that I watched half of these with blood pouring from my eyes, but I don't think I missed out on much. I think if any of these were good enough, they would have captured me, in spite of my distress. Not a good start. Not a good start to the season.
No, and
not a good start for me.
I know we're about to end the episode, but I have to use the bathroom quite badly, so I'm going to have to use the restroom.
I also have to use the bathroom. Just end it. Just close it. Let's get out of here.
All right.
Let's play
it was a quick
Fuck
one.
It. Whatever. Fuck it, dude. Yeah,
it's
whatever.
fine. Who even cares? Part 1, it's over. Yeah, we're
the
going
Bills make me
to.
want to shout.
The Bills, they gave it their all. I think. I don't know. Wasn't really paying attention. We'll be back with part 2 of Winter. As usual. Yeah, we're gonna watch them all.
Yeah, this one's on me. Whatever. Who cares? Might be.
Yep.
Get out of here.
Bye.